I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but the ground is all orange. Orange. Even the cat's freaking orange. So I think the explanation of all the orangeness today, there has been a huge fire that's been going on that's taken out cities, and this is just pretty much like the smoke overcast drifting from that direction out this way. My prayers to everybody that's up there. So what's going on, guys? Welcome back. In just a minute here, I'm going to be heading out with my dad's truck to go pick up that single cam and bring it back home so I can start getting that engine prepared to swap into the HF CRX when it comes to the house later this week. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing the rest of the day, but I'm definitely going to do a little bit of the work on the single cam and possibly get this GSR all cleaned up as well. Still got to clean up this table a little bit, throw those guys in the backyard, and get rid of this table in this section just so I could have a walkway. It's early in the morning now, so depending on how quickly I can get this all cleaned up and prepped to, you know, kind of put away, we'll try to maybe do something with the CRX. Yesterday, I threw the Lexan back on with new adhesive, and I took off the old one, which had like gooey stuff underneath, which then separated from the body itself and separated from the adhesive. So I cleaned all of that to near first coat of paint and applied new adhesive, and then retaped it back to the car so it can cure. And so far so good. This time around, I may just put a rivet on each corner to keep it from, you know, lifting up and then giving exposures to elements going inside and then pulling the rest of the adhesive away from the Lexan. But I did that yesterday. I also swapped my wheels because I had one flat, and given that I only have 2 slips, I put 2 slips on one side, and then I stuck the GSR on the other side. Tell me that looks good. I think it looks good. So yeah, I'm gonna go warm up the truck real quick and head to Steven's shop, see what they're up to, load up the ceiling cam, get back here and get to work. I just gotta find a way to take it out. So there's no transmission, alright? Because when I get home, I'm talking the axles out.
Yeah, no, there's no transmission.
Yeah. I pulled my manifold out last night, and I was looking, I was like, all my injectors, everything's all gone. I was like,
You forgot when you pulled?
No, it was on there for sure. I just don't know what I did with them. It might have went on that B20 VTEC sedan that I did, because he had OBD2 injectors, but I don't remember what they went, but I gotta go to the junkyard and get some fine-tuned injectors.
Yeah.
And then, the good thing about this engine is there's not a lot of oil on it. It's mostly dust because the shop is a part body shop, so a lot of like dust fillers and stuff like that is caked up on the engine, but shouldn't be too bad to clean it up. And I'm gonna start taking apart the intake manifold and the stuff that I don't need, the distributor and all that, when it goes into the HF. Damn, on the screen looks so dark. As much as I want to keep this radiator, the hoarding side of me, I have no use for it, so that's how I get rid of things. You just break them so you don't feel bad about it, because probably not gonna be useful anymore. So keep this in this little scrap bin. I may try to find a scale somewhere inside the house and like scale all of these pieces that I've cut out of the CRX. So leave a comment below on how much you guys think I've dieted out of the CRX. in this bin alone, excluding those. So to some of you guys, this may look like it's a ton of work to clean. This works amazing. Great value, heavy duty oven cleaner. You know, obviously you want to spray it on, let it eat. You can hear it eat. I don't know if you can hear it though, but I'm gonna let it eat, and I'm gonna scrub it with a toothbrush. Quickly just go through everything, and then I'm gonna rinse it down, shoot it again, and usually it takes like 2 times, and then this will come somewhat to the casting clean, and that'll be good enough for me. Ideally just anywhere that you could visibly see when you pop the hood. So I just did pretty much the front tranny, but then I got carried away and started doing the back too. But I'm just gonna do probably 1 pass on that, no scrub. And yeah, I'm gonna start using the toothbrush. I have the intake manifold right here, and apparently I'm missing all kinds of things from it. No fuel rail, no injectors, no valve thing right here for the throttle body, and I had this one lying around. This too does not have one. I do not know why. And so now I gotta find my H22 one. Up there it is, right there, H22, and see if it has a valve on it, and then maybe make that work. But definitely got to find a fuel rail, injectors, and all that to get this manifold complete. It is OBD1, but we'll make it work with OBD0, and we'll clean that as well. So once everything's all cool here, we'll throw that manifold on and secure it down. So Barshan came over and we were just chilling here, chopping it up, talking about his car, my car, everything, people, life, you know, because sometimes you kind of need one of them little conversations, right? So I don't think I'm going to clean it anymore other than a few little spots, but it's definitely looking a lot better front view. Short block has been ran twice, transmission has been ran twice, except the backside. There was just a ton of gunk, so all I'm going to do is really just clean out this a little bit more, but everything else is nice and clean. And intake manifold is clean as well. So I'm possibly going to start bolting up this intake manifold into place, and then obviously I'm going to have to source like the injectors and stuff, but I have the motor mounts and all of that good jazz. Probably run all the hoses, everything that I can, put the header back on, probably scrub the valve cover, get all this dust off of it so it's nice and like black. Probably shave this down and get it all nice and silver again, and then go through my bin and find me a distributor. All right, I'm for sure gonna wrap it up tonight. So intake manifold is all bolted up, found an idle air control valve, OEM Denso in my hoarding bin. I routed a lot of these smaller coolant hoses because I saw the little difference on the OBD1 intake manifold. I only have this one right here at the bottom kind of blocked off, but everything else is routed in place, and all that is left is probably going to go to the junkyard and find the U one, which goes from the thermostat housing to the intake manifold, and then I have this one which is going to go to the heater box, to the firewall, as well as this one. I got the top hose, bottom hose over there, still need to clean, motor mount, and I am possibly going to continue this video tomorrow in the junkyard. I'm going to go find the fuel rail, the fuel injectors, write a little list right now, and then try to find them all tomorrow so we can further finish up buttoning up this engine so we can sooner go pick up the CRX. So see you guys mañana. Well, it looks like the B20 is gone. Somebody came up, and it ain't me. So I am here in the junkyard searching for OBD0 injector. Now fortunately the B20 that somebody took It's a DA 9091 with OBD0 injectors. To verify that, the harness still has a resistor box sitting over there. And I'm gonna pull these injectors right here. And then the manifold that I'm using on the single cam is an OBD1 intake manifold, so I'm gonna have to snag this fuel rail off of it, and I'm gonna take all of the little grommet or spacer thing right here off of this guy, and this should fit on my manifold, so we can button up that and get that out of the way for when the car comes. But yeah, I'm gonna start taking apart all of this stuff right now, and then there's some new rows right there too. Got these DA OBD0 injectors with the filter on top, so don't forget that. I mean, nothing is wrong if you don't run it, but I want to make sure I have that. Here's the OBD1 single cam fuel rail, and what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to clean this up, and I'm probably going to run some brake cleaners through the injectors real quick. Nothing fancy, just want to clean up all the gunk that's built up on the tip. After I clean this up, I'm pretty much just gonna install this, you know, no crazy steps to doing this, but injectors in, I already got the grommets in there, got this off the other manifold as well, and then hopefully this fuel rail fits. I got the crush washer and the nut for the fuel in, and crap, got the fuel pressure regulator. I'm gonna have to find one of that somewhere in my bin because I know I have it. What I also did last night was, where is it at? I painted that trans bracket black, scrubbed it, and then I just kind of filled in the motor mounts with some window glue, just the two sides and not the rear, because the rear is pretty it's not even ripped or anything. So given that I don't have the front mount, this should help it from, you know, rocking too damn hard when the car is idling. So this one right here, I button up as much as I can as of right now with what I have, and still haven't sourced a distributor just yet. In one of my boxes I have like a bunch of bodies that may possibly have an OBD0 one, but aside from that, like I said, intake manifolds buttoned up, fuel rail, fuel injectors, the harness is ran on the engine itself, and everything is all plugged up. So technically plug and play. Oh, I need a resistor box too. But yeah, got all the hoses right here. This one to the heater core. I'm crossing fingers that this one right here that goes to the heater core as well is on the car itself. These are all looped. This goes to map sensor. This one right here goes to like the purge solenoid and stuff that's sitting on the firewall with the map sensor. Praying that this motor mount is, or the bracket is in the car. Otherwise I'm gonna have to source that as well. But everything is plugged up right now. I am going to repair the wires for the reverse, which is these two right here that were butt connected, that I cut off for the other harness. And I had to change out this sensor right here with the one from the backyard because that was broken as well. Bracket got from the junkyard. I'm going to use the DX starter cable because the SI one is in Steven's car, but this will do just fine. Hopefully this hose to the booster is in the car as well. But yeah, that is pretty much all buttoned up and ready to rock and roll. And before I really close this video out, I'm going to quickly do the compression test on it, get the numbers out of it, and see the actual health of the engine. But if the numbers are low, I'm still going to send it. $160. $160. $150. $165. So that's pretty awesome. 165, 150, 160, 160. That's pretty high and almost pretty consistent. So I have no doubt in my mind that this motor is going to fire over. I am excited. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I grinded down the lettering yesterday on the valve cover. Now it pops a little bit more. But anyways, I'm excited to get this motor into the HF CRX. We are just about ready to wrap up this video, but just got this package right here, and I'm going to show you what this is right now. Here, right here, guys, let me tear it up really quickly. Is an authentic tile 38mm wastegate with the firing ring. Now the guy also gave me the dump tube, which is ginormous, but just extra, you know, pieces to have around. Nice of him to give me that as well, even though I didn't need it. But I got myself an authentic tile, used tile wastegate, and this is like one of the two last pieces to the puzzle. And I'm probably going to do this the same day as the injector install, the decap Silverado injectors. And I'm going to open this up as well before I install it, verify what kind of spring is in here, and it will determine if I'm going to run a Mack boost solenoid or not. But we'll talk more about this when we get to installing it, guys. I am going to end the video here. Mail finally showed up after freaking being gone for like 12 freaking hours. Come on, G. He's been gone all day, I swear to God. Got you, bro. Got you. But anyways, I am going to end the video here for real now, guys. So if you guys like this engine preparation video, definitely give this video a thumbs up. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. There's a lot of idea floating around on what I actually want to do with that CRX, but I know at the end of the day, when that car is all said and done, it will be sold. So if you guys want to stick around and figure out what my verdict is with that chassis, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you guys can get notified for every time I upload a new video. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.